Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Béni Mellal-Khénifra in Morocco. Hold on. Morocco is located in the west of northern Africa. You can see this is the Atlantic Ocean up here, the Mediterranean up there. But we're kind of in the heart of Morocco, as you can see. I kind of loosely traced out the borders of the region here. We are deep in the Atlas Mountains. I've seen sources say that it's within the High Atlas, which you can see Haut Atlas, the High Atlas, and also the Middle Atlas. I'm sure both is true, but I'm not sure where the line is technically drawn between the mountains there. But this region, pretty much the entire region, is very mountainous and beautiful mountains. The Atlas Mountains is just one of those gorgeous mountain ranges in the world, where just every peak is just stunning beauty everywhere, like the Rockies or, of course I just blanked, you've got the Andes, you've got the Alborz Mountains come to mind. That's just too many to name. Just very stunning little peaks. And I'm trying to think of what to mention. Oh, we've got the national parks. I mentioned that one here. This is Khénifra National Park up here. There's also a very beautiful site that, of course, we'll look at on Google Earth near the town of Asilal here. You can see the river here. This is the Oud El Abid River. And there is an absolutely gorgeous waterfall here known as the Ouzoud Waterfalls. I believe is how you pronounce it. It's stunning. Just stick around for the Google Earth portion so you can see this waterfall. It's so beautiful, but like this whole section here is just beauty everywhere. It's stunning. Just every corner is beautiful. Another really pretty corner is around here or so, around a town that's not on my map that I believe is Tadlount. I'm not sure. There are beautiful cedar forests here, and I've seen all kinds of little tourists like come hiking, come exploring, come camping in the forest here, and it's very pretty. Weirdly enough, not a lot of great pictures on Google Earth, so we're not going to take a look at that. Maybe we'll peek over at the landscape, but I was tapping the slideshow for it and it wasn't opening. Maybe it'll open for us when I'm filming. We'll find out, but it's still very beautiful. But pretty much this area here isn't nearly as mountainous as the rest, and this area is known as the Tadla Plain. And evidently a lot of Amazigh history has occurred on the Tadla Plain, which kind of puts us right into the history section. I suppose we'll just dive right in, shouldn't we? So up here in Khénifra, I read that there was evidence of human habitation around 10,000 years ago. But we definitely know that the earliest main culture here was the Amazigh, who were a nomadic / pastoralist, they're still very much around, a nomadic / pastoralist community. So they had towns, they had settlements, they had trading centers, but they weren't a people who would make like cities, like permanent settlements, you know. They travel around. It's part of their culture. And apparently a lot would happen here on the Tadla Plain. I believe Tadla is the name of one of the tribes. The Muslims would enter this area around the 7th century, of course bringing Islam and a lot of wonderful culture sweeping this way, of course probably heading up towards Spain. And this area was primarily a trading network to connect paths up here to the coast. Of course you have Marrakesh, Casablanca, and Fez, Rabat, but I don't think Rabat was that big back then. Many major centers just all around, and of course connecting to the interior and across the mountains that way. A lot of connections here for trade. Between 1549 and 1659, this area was ruled by the Saadi, or the Sharifian Sultanate. Make sure not confusing it with the Saudi. That's something entirely different in another corner of the world. The Saadi Sultanate. And they managed to push away the Ottomans and not let them influence what's now Morocco, keeping it out of Ottoman hands, unlike most of northern Africa at the time. In 1688, the town of Béni Mellal was technically founded with the building of the fortress or Kasbah by Sultan Moulay Ismail, and he was the second sultan of the Alawi or the Alawite dynasty, which is the current ruling family of Morocco. So it's been in their hands for a very long time, this region, isn't it? We'll take a look at the fortress. It's really beautiful and a really cool spot too. Morocco, and therefore Béni Mellal-Khénifra, became a French protectorate in 1912. And of course, the people here weren't very keen on that. And in this area, again in the Tadla Plain region, the Zayan War was fought. The Zayan being another Amazigh group who fought the French between 1914 and 1921. Of course, during most of that, France was kind of busy with World War I. So it was one of those wars that started with like a bang, and the French had to go do World War I stuff. A lot happening in France during that time. And then once World War I was done, they came back and just beat up these people with a vengeance and managed to take over. And of course, building little towns, little cities. I'll show you something neat in this town, Ouedzem, I believe, where they tried to build a lake in the shape of France. I think I can see it. We'll look at it on Google Earth. I think I see it. It's, I wouldn't call it France-shaped, but maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. But also in this area near Koribka, they started mining phosphate. And that is still ongoing today. It's an absolutely massive source of phosphate, which is used in a lot of things. Mainly at the time, it was used in fertilizer, but you can put it in all kinds of different things. It's a very valuable mineral. And put a pin in that. We're going to come back to that in a second. We need to talk about the revolution. Probably one of the most important chapters in Morocco's history, when Moroccans would rise up to finally push the French out after World War II. There was an event here in this town, Ouedzem, in 1955, where, from what I understand, many revolutionaries from the region were meeting up here to plan an attack of some kind. A revolution movement was brewing there. The French came at them full force, and many of these people did not survive, and now it's known as the town of the martyrs, or the town of the revolutionaries, because of that very tragic event. Of course, very famously, Morocco would gain its independence and become the Kingdom of Morocco. And just a quick note that this region is somewhat new. The borders that you see here has only existed since 2015. It was, I think, 3 different regions, and it's been mishmashed, puzzle pieced together into a new one to contain Béni Mellal-Khénifra and the Koribka region here. along with the southern Azilal kind of area here. Now, why did I say put a pin in this? Well, as these people were digging for the phosphate around here, they came across a ton of bones, but they were pretty wacky wild bones. So once they were analyzed, it turns out that they were all dinosaur bones, and that this is just an absolutely massive cache of dinosaur bones. So all kinds of paleontologists come to this area to dig around amongst all the mining and uncover lots and lots of dinosaur bones. I've looked at maybe, I want to say like 2 different fossil museums here. I think the one I'll show you, I forget where it is. I think it's in Béni, Mellal. Really neat. All kinds of like ocean fossils, like fossilized shells and ammonites. All kinds of different dinosaurs, like every kind of dinosaur you can imagine, it seems, once roamed this area. They found all kinds. So that's really neat. There's even a little water park in Béni Mellal that's dinosaur themed. Just top-notch theming there. But that is essentially the history of Béni Mellal-Khénifra. Now there's like a lot of things I want to show you on Google Earth, so hopefully I'll remember them all. If I forget, be sure to check the comments or in the description box. I'll list there what you should go check out on Google Earth. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll remember all the stuff I want to show you, because I found tons of stuff here. It's absolutely gorgeous region. Let's head over to the tablet and check it out. Here we are in Béni Mellal-Khénifra. Kind of hard to see the outline through all the mountains here. I told you it was mountainous. So let's zoom out a bit. You can see it a little better there. And let's look at exactly where we are in the world. Here is northern Africa, the Mediterranean, Atlantic Ocean there, big Sahara Desert down there. And you can really see the Atlas Mountains just stretch across this strip here, all across this corner of northern Africa. Really easy to see from above because it's so green and vibrant. All right, I guess let's go north to south. Let's start up here in Khénifra. I'm trying to remember what it was I was supposed to show you guys. We're having trouble loading. Here we go. There we go. You've got it. You can do it, Google Earth. Here you go. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. Beautiful. Khénifra. And we are thinking some more, but that's okay for Google Earth. There we go. Beautiful bridge there. Oh my goodness. Google Earth has been giving me such a hard time these last few days. It's whenever I'm like, oh, let me look up something real quick, it's just like pulling teeth on this thing. So of course when I need it the most, it lets me down. Look at that beautiful sky. Oh, look at the sheepies going across the old bridge. That's so quaint. I love that. Okay, Khénifra's giving us a hard time, but that's okay because I don't think that's what I really wanted to show you. I guess we can peek over at the cedar trees. I just have to remember where it is. It's so hard to find things on this map. The mountains just dominate and obscure everything. I think over here, this patch of green must be it. I think so. In 3D. That's so pretty. All the zigzaggy rivers going through. I should have mentioned there's lots of cool canyons and things in this region as well. Let's see if any of these give us a slideshow. Just thinking about it. There's pictures here. Oh, Google Earth. My goodness. Let me make sure my connection is alright. Yep, it says it's all connected. Oh, goodness, goodness. Here we go. Wow. Pretty, pretty. Almost looks like Australia, doesn't it? That bright red soil. Let's see. Alright, let's head over. If you go like this, you can see the phosphate areas very easily. You can reorient yourself. Here's Koripka. And I'm trying to remember if there's anything I wanted to show you in town. I guess just the slideshow. I feel like there are like so many things I wanted to show you, and now it's like, was it here? Maybe. Beautiful little modern city, though, of course. And you can see all of the mess of mines over here. This mountain getting scraped out, phosphate. Very dangerous thing to mine if you've seen my videos on Nauru, which we've got another one coming up pretty soon. Because once you scrape it all out, that land is unusable forever. So it's a heavy price to pay. You get a big payout, but you also have destroyed landscape. Look at all this. Just carving out the mountain there. Over here as well. Maybe. It just looks like runoff from rivers there, I suppose. Let's head over. Gosh, it's so hard to see with all these mountains. There's just way too many mountains. Way too many. We need to go to... I don't see it. Let me just look at my recent searches here. What's Was I way off? Oh goodness, Google Earth. Get yourself together. We're filming here. Nope, I just couldn't see it from all the mountains. I have to show you that lake shaped like France, right? I have to remember where it is. I always get all thrown off when Google Earth messes me up. Here it is. Okay. I think if you go like this, I guess this is Brittany. Like, there's the south there, the Mediterranean. Maybe it's just the trees obscuring it. Like, I guess it's shaped like France. The pictures here don't help because it's from ground level. That doesn't help us at all. Very pretty, but like, I guess that's France, I suppose. Let's take a look at this slideshow, if it'll let us. See the little town here. Very green. And this is all French city planning from back in colonial times, of course. Alright. Also over here in this mined area, they've built racetracks. Pretty clever to use all this. I mean, if you're going to dig out the land and destroy it, that's a pretty good idea. What's that? Maybe there's pictures. Oh, it's dinosaurs. We got more dinosaur fossils over here. There's a fossil site here. Let's head over to Béni Mellal so we can look at the fossil museum. Let's reorient. Gosh, I get so lost here. There we go. Just the mountains just make this mishmash, and it just, I don't know, maybe it makes my eyes glaze over or something. I just get so lost trying to find where I'm trying to go. Alright, let's see if I can find this museum. I don't remember where it is, to be honest. had to have been in Béni, Mellal. I don't know, maybe it was over in Creep. I could have sworn it was here. I mean, there's other things I have to show you while I'm here, but I do want to show you that museum. That's a banquet hall. Oh my gosh, I'm plagued by these. If you haven't seen my videos last week, I accidentally tapped on a bunch of, like, what was it? Like banquet halls, and now it just wants to show me banquet halls. Gosh, I can't get away from them. Anyway, let me show you some other sites to see. Oh, there's a waterfall right here. I haven't seen that before. Pretty. But the main one I want to show you is over here. This is a natural freshwater spring here. And it's really pretty. There's a beautiful park here. You can see the Casbah we're about to visit next. Really beautiful, right? That fresh water running down throughout this park. A big cool fountain. But look at this from above. Look at that castle. It's pretty awesome. Wow. Look at that. It's almost medieval. Big old winding road up there, defending the region. Wow. Ooh, nice photo there at night. Can learn more about the area here. There's the fountains. Wow. Let's see. There's also a beautiful mountain nearby. There's one of the dams there. There's a lot of dams producing hydroelectricity in this region. Here it is. Tessamit. Which I guess if I put it in 3D, you can really see the big old mountain there overlooking the city. And it's all snowy. It's very up high. This guy's made it to the top. It's lots of snow in the winter. Very dry in the summer. From by the looks of it. But look at the cloud line there. You're way high up when you're on top of this mountain. It's a big one. Look at all that deep, deep snow back there. Everyone likes to have outstretched arms here when they pose. I suppose so. If there's any place to do it, it would be here. Big radio tower. This guy's just straight up levitating. He's leaving the earth. He's flying away. Big, beautiful mountain over the city. All right. So yeah, there are a lot of beautiful little slideshows throughout this area. I'd highly recommend that you play around on Google Earth yourself and explore. It is just, it is just very stunning. Very, very stunning. There's that Haute Atlas. This isn't exactly in our area, but it kind of bleeds into it a little bit. It looks a little more arid than... Oh, spoilers for the waterfall. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. But I have to remember where we are first of all. Hold on. Gotta start by reorienting myself. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Béni Mellal. There we go. Oh, we were right in there all along. Alright, I have to show you Uzud waterfall. There's Uzud. Down here is the waterfall. Which, look at this. Beautiful. Come on. We're looking. Oh, there's monkey friends there over the waterfalls. Sweet monkey friend. Still hoping to see pictures of the waterfall. It's nice ducks, but maybe this is the wrong slideshow. Oh, there's a nice horsey friend to take us around. Excuse you. There's the mini cascades. Oh, this is a good one. Phew, that's a good picture. Oh, there's the mini cascades. There's the big cascades. That's what I'm trying to show you. I hyped up this waterfall. See, look at that. I have seen, wow, some pictures of the stream really little, like this. Some of it's massive, I assume during, like, after the winter, after all the snow melts. I bet you if we tap on the town, we'd see more waterfall. Do you think? Yeah. Pretty, 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 pretty. Look at this. I think this was the slideshow I saw before. This is just an absolutely beautiful waterfall. I think, obviously Victoria Falls is gonna win out over any waterfall, but this is just a stunner. Oh my goodness. That's so pretty. It's like just shaped so perfectly for a waterfall. I would love to see this in person. You can take boat rides like you're at Niagara Falls. Oh, Monkey Friend is even here to guide us to look at more beautiful pictures. I love it. Thanks, monkeys. Are those barberries, right? Look at that. Oh, the view from this balcony. Oh my gosh. Oh, how nice. That's a really full one there. So pretty, right? Can you believe? Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, there's all kinds of little viewpoints all over. I guess we could just make this an extra long video and go through them all. We didn't find the dinosaur museum. Maybe it was in Karibga. Let's see. I could have sworn it was in Béni. But I guess it would make sense for it to be here since this is where they're... Oh, I could have sworn. I wonder if I just type in Dinosaur Museum, what would happen? Let's see. Hold on. Please hold. Let's see. Dinosaur barbecue. Dinosaur Museum. That's Branson, Missouri. No, thank you. Morocco. Moroccan restaurant. I'm trying. Let's try Béni. Mellal. Let's just see what it gives us. Oh goodness, there we go. Well, there's the Dinoland Aqua Park, of course. I don't know. Well, we went to this fossil museum, but that's not in our area. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it was an Aussie lol all along. Maybe it wasn't in either place. This was it. Oh, I was just way off. Look at this guy. It was an Aussie lol all along. I doubt that's the sound they made, but I like to think they do. The little Homo sapiens skull there. Look at that. Can you see? Look at this. Bloop. And look at this. It's so pretty. All sorts in this big rock. And these as well. Geopark Museum, is that what it said? I assume that means museum. Some old coral there in the middle of Morocco. Like, look at this kid's like, oh, look at this dinosaur. Look at these dinosaurs. Again, it's probably not the sound that they made. They probably made little bird sounds. Oh, Mkun Geopark. I see. That's the name of the area. Wow. There's the waterfalls again. See, that's a pretty one. That's when it's really full. All the tectonic plates. A snowy day. This was, oh, and the planets. Sure, why not? This was the museum I wanted to show you. It wasn't in any of those places at all. It was here. That's funny. I knew I was going to get something mixed up. Let's look at one more place before we go. What shall we see? It's showing me the Dino Land Aqua Park. Let's clear this. I can't believe we found it through the search. Let's look. Let's just go somewhere random in here and find a spot. How about up here? Let's find Parc Naturel here in Bouchard. Pretty. There's only 5 pictures here, but it's very green. Pretty little pond there. I was hoping somewhere up in the mountains, something like this. You notice how now that the video is almost over, Google Earth is working. That's a lot of snakes. Did you see that? Anyway, oh man. Yeah, Google Earth is working great now. Like, with no problems at all. Now that it's almost over. Hey, look. Casbah Toddler. Wow. Let's close it out here in this town. Perfectly named. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this style of content, please consider subscribing, especially if you liked this. We're going to be in Africa for a bit. We're a bit earlier in this week, and we're going to be a bit into next week as well, but tomorrow we're heading over to Egypt. And of course, Egypt, famous for the pyramids, right? We all know the first pyramid, at least I hope you know, the first pyramid was the Step Pyramid of Djoser. But do you know what the second pyramid was? The second ever pyramid built in Egypt? Well, you don't have to worry because we are going to see it tomorrow. And it has a really cool story behind it. So be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. I'm trying to find one more slideshow. No. Anything? Darn, I guess that's it for tonight. Let's try this place real quick. No. Oh well, I guess that's it for tonight. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you learned any cool facts or just want to tell me your favorite part, give me a little comment down below. Always helps out the channel. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good night. I'm trying to find Béni Mellal, but I am lost again. Let's just tap on Widsum as we zoom out. Oh, there it was. Okay, Béni Mellal. Good night.